So what is up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you are all doing well. My name is Joe the Pro, an ex-tour professional that played on the tour for 6 years. I recently took a break and have started playing golf again this year. Now the first video I ever done on this channel was a tour update, what goes into a professional golfer's bag. Now we're about 6 months on in this channel, so what I thought we'd do is we'd take a look and see how much my club, my bag has improved since I've got back into golf. So first up, it's probably key to notice that instead of using the big tour bag, I am now indeed using a stand bag, or a carry bag as some people may call it. This is what goes over your shoulders. You walk down the hole, the bag sits up like this. It's pretty simple. So that is a big no. I've got rid of the tour bag. I felt I didn't need it. Although it was good to house all the camera equipment that I am now using, it's just a lot more hassle. This means I can walk anywhere, I can go in the trees where my ball does sometimes go. So much easier using the carry bag. We're going to start off with the most important club in the bag, and for me that is the putter. Now I do believe in my first video, I believe I was using this putter, but for all the new people that are here, because there is a lot more new people, the channel is growing, this is a T-stamp Scotty Cameron. I don't know if you can see that, but basically this is for tour use only. You get this from playing on the tour. It's a one-off. Well, not a one-off, but you can't go into your American golf and get this type of putter. So as we pull the head cover off, this is actually a custom Studio Select Newport. So instead of it usually having red dots, again, mine has blue and black. That is also blue and black on the front, and the Scotty up the shaft is also blue and black. Now I do have a super stroke grip on this. Yes, after years and years of not being played, I think it's worn out. It's time to get a new one. But this is probably the golf club that would never ever get changed. The amount of time this has been in my golf bag, it's been there since I turned pro basically, and I don't see it ever coming out. I mean, I will have to get the face milled again, but the Scotty Cameron Studio Select Newport, always in the bag. If you can get on with a Scotty, there's nothing quite like it. If you're good and you use a Scotty, you know exactly what I'm on about. In my bag, I carry 2 sets of wedges. Now, some people carry 3, some people even carry 4. They count their pitching wedge as a 4th wedge, which I personally don't. So, the 2 wedges I carry are the TaylorMade Tour Preferred wedges. I carry these 2 wedges. One is a 52°/53. I can't actually remember if I had it changed or not. And the other is a 58°. So I have 6 degrees difference between these 2 wedges. Now, I also have certain grinds on them. I'm not sure if you can see the grind, but this one has an ATV grind, has a lot of bounce taken off, and this one has a little bit more bounce on it. So if you don't know what bounce is the actual soul of the golf club and how much it allows the club to bounce off the ground. That's a really, really short explanation, and I will make that a better explanation if you want to learn more about bounce. But the 58 is mainly used for bunker shots, shots that have to go high, shots that have to spin a lot. The 53 is mainly used for them controlled wedge shots, a little bit more flighted, but a great wedges. These are also shafted with KBS Tour X-Flex wedges, shafts, sorry. So these are pretty stiff. Obviously with a wedge you don't swing it that hard, so I never want the shaft to move at all, and that's why we run X-Flexes. We run X-Flex in everything we have. So yeah, there's quite a bit of speed put into the golf club from myself, there's quite a bit of pressure put on the golf shaft, but we run X-Flex. We also run Lampkin Tour Preferred laced grips, laced cords. I call them laced, some people call them cords, on all my clubs as well. Next up, we're going to pull out the driver. The driver is a very, very old club now. It is the TaylorMade slider, the 460 head. It has one of the best shafts around at the time I got this. This is a Diamana, I believe it's an Ahina. It's an X-Flex shaft. One cool thing about this shaft is if you look at it this way, it looks silver, like steel. If you turn it this way, it's black. So it gives off a really, really cool look when you stand over the golf club. The head itself is actually the Tour Preferred head. So again, straight off the Tour wagon. I think this driver in total probably cost close to £600 to £800 with the shaft. I think the shaft was 400. Again, topped off with the Lambkin Tour Preferred cord grip. Again, X-Flex shaft. I mean, you can bend it here. Hopefully it doesn't snap, but it is quite a stiff shaft. We then add a new addition to the bag. We added in the old Sonatec Freewood. Now, people always used to laugh at me for this. They used to say, this looks like a JD Sports Club or a Sports Direct golf club. Yes, it does, but this, I must say, was one of the purest Freewoods. Look at that head. Is it beautiful? Yes. So this is actually a 14-degree loft Freewood. It also has a Diamana whiteboard in it. So you know it's a whiteboard because this bit's white here. I'm trying to make sure the camera focuses. It's a whiteboard. It also has the flower band. This is also a pure Diamana shaft. So sometimes when you buy shafts off stock golf clubs, they'll say Diamana made by Titleist. So that's not actually a Diamana shaft. And this is why these shafts are so expensive, is because they are actually made straight from Diamana, not by a secondary manufacturer. Actually Mitsubishi, sorry. But anyway, this Freewood is in my bag because this Freewood actually flies a lot higher. So you will see in a minute that I have a second Freewood that is actually 13-degree loft, and the 1-degree loft doesn't really make that much difference. It's the actual head itself. Now, this is an incredible Freewood, a lot easier to hit than my other Freewood, but in general, it flies a lot higher and gives a much more controlled ball flight. If I want to keep in play, it will be this Freewood. If I need to crank out a bit of extra distance, it will probably be my other Freewood. Okay, so the only difference with this club is it does have the Golf Pride Tour wraps on it. These are more like a spongy grip. Main reason for this, I haven't got it re-gripped since I've been playing golf again. So it's literally that simple. Next up, we have our secondary Freewood. This is again another TaylorMade slider. Again, nowadays, this is a bit of old technology. Again, this was the Tour Preferred. And this actually, which is actually just blowing my mind, I've checked the degree on it. Don't know if you can see, it actually says 15 degree just here. Obviously, it's going to be back to front in the camera. So this should actually go higher than my other Freewood. But because of the way the face is, it's quite a shallow face. I believe the centre of balance is quite far forward. So it actually gives it a really low penetrating trajectory. So this usually is in my bag for if I really want to get to a green in two, if I want to try and drive a par 4 in one that's a good distance. It is a very, very hard Freewood to hit. It's a Freewood that I've never really got on with, but it also gives me a lot of ability to do a lot of shots. So if I'm struggling to get to a par 5 in 2, this will fly. And a good thing about this is the wind really doesn't affect this club, especially playing on a links golf course. Today the weather is tipping it down, which is why I can't be out on the golf course to film a video for you lot, which is why I'm doing this video. The shaft in this is a Fubuki Mitsubishi Rayon X-Flex again. This is actually a 70 grams shaft, so it's a little bit heavier than the other shafts I have. I think Fubuki means snow or something like that in a different language, so that's why it's also got the snow petals here. Again, topped off with the Lambkin Tour grips, the cords. Again, I don't really like this Freewood, so it's there just for one shot, maybe 2 shots around. We then have probably one of my favourite clubs in the bag. It is the Adams Ideatech Rescue. So this, some people think it looks ugly. I think it looks great. Look at it down there. It's just a little ball of, a little head of love, and it does a great job. Again, we've got the Fubuki Mitsubishi Rayon shaft in here, again with the snow petals up the top. So if you do know what Fubuki means, it does mean snow petals or snow something, please let me know in the comment section down below. This is actually, again, an X-Flex shaft. This is a 2-iron hybrid. So, backstory behind this. In my set of clubs, I have a 3-iron, and then I go straight to a 3-wood. So there was always a really large gap. Now, I didn't want to get a 2-iron because I believe a 2-iron is too hard to hit, too much inconsistency. And I got told to get a Rescue. Got this Rescue in the fact of it fitting that gap, which it did to start with. And the more and more I got comfortable with this, the further and further this started going. So this club does fit in between my 3-wood and 3-iron, but it is much closer to my 3-wood than my free iron, which is a bit of an issue. But again, this club is realistically there to just pump out shots down the fairway. Long par threes into wind, again, great club, penetrates through the wind, and it is just so easy to hit. If you don't have a rescue in your bag, I highly recommend you get one. And if you can get hold of this Adams one, look at it. It's beautiful. It is such a great club. Again, topped off with the Lanking grips. Beautiful. The biggest upgrade to my bag since I've been back is reverting to these sets of irons. These are custom made, one-off Miuras. They've got my initial stamped just here, JC. These are the tournament forged blades. These also come with KBS X-Flex shafts. They don't have the stickers on them. They're very neutral. They also come with the Lambkin Tour cords. Now, when you look at these clubs, look how skinny they are. These clubs are incredible. They are super expensive. I believe I paid in the region of £3,000 to £4,000 for the full set of irons. That is from free to pitching wedge. Now, that being said, I don't have a 5-iron in this set because I snapped it when I was a little bit angry once on the golf course. But these have gone back in the bag. Now, what these give me that my TaylorMade irons didn't give me is the ball flight I look for. So this gives me a very, very penetrating, strong ball flight, whereas the TaylorMade irons I used to have gave me a very, very high, weak ball flight. These are a lot harder to hit, but at the same time, they also make me concentrate a lot more. These irons are incredible. They are custom made to me. They are weighted to me. Now, obviously not playing that much in the past couple of years, maybe these aren't the best fitted for me anymore, but the confidence I feel standing over the top of these is second to none. These are the best set of irons money can buy when I was playing, and I would not change these for the world. And the feel you get off these, when you hit a shot good, it almost feels like it sinks into the face and then it just goes, whoosh, it just goes. There is no better feeling. These cut through the grass. These are properly forged as well. These are not the fake forged sets of irons you get these days. These are properly forged, and these are not to be joked around with. These are incredible sets of irons. If you ever get the chance to hit any Miuras, please make sure you do, because they're different. They are so different. Everyone that's ever hit these has said, oh, the head's so small, which they are, but then they've also gone, where do I get a set? And to get a set, you just have to pay a lot of money and get fitted. But again, the biggest upgrade is all my irons are now back to my Miuras, and I'm absolutely loving it. So last but not least, I'm going to update you on what golf balls I'm now using. I'm now using the Srixon Z-Star XVs. These are the newest editions of the Srixon golf balls that used to be around when I played. Incredible golf ball, super low spin. I don't need to worry about spin or creating backspin. Not a big issue for me. So Srixon Z-Star XV, top of the range golf ball. You don't have to use Pro Vs just because everyone else does. You can find a golf ball that suits you. And then to finish up, the last bit of equipment, the glove. I stick with Srixon Carburetor Tour Softs. These gloves fit like a glove. I mean, they are so soft. The tiniest layer of leather or carburetor leather, whatever it is, doesn't feel like you've got a glove on, and it's just perfect. So very, very good stuff coming out of Srixon at the moment. Big fan of them. So Srixon, if you're watching this, let me know, send me some more stuff. Would love it. But that's where we're going to end the video. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed the latest edition of what's in my golf bag. If you'd like me to do a different video around these golf clubs, or any questions you would actually like to know, then please let me know in the comments section. There is a potential that I'm going to get the full set re-gripped. If you'd like to show me how to re-grip your golf club so you can do it at home, save money and not give as much money away, because getting your golf clubs re-gripped is extortionate unless you know how to do it yourself. So maybe that will be a good video. But as always, I just want to say a massive thank you for all the support on the channel. We are really, really crushing it at the moment. Something I'm very, very proud of. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in. If you have enjoyed this video, please smash the thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new. Turn that notification bell on. Follow me across all my socials. And as always, everyone, stay chopping.